Right, Nick, now you have the book.
Yes.
It's from a client, and they watched my YouTube channel, and they sent this to me because it's been in their family forever. And I mean, we think hundreds of years.
Have they got French ancestors?
Yes, they do have French ancestors,
yeah.
and that would make sense.
Yes.
Do you speak French? You look like the
I
kind
did.
of guy that does speak French.
It's about 40 years, but
Go on.
I did French A-level, yes.
Right, read that front page. Tell the viewers what it is.
It's Caesar Armorial. It's the list of names, arms, and sort of all the illustrious principals and noble houses of France.
Very good. He's good.
And
He's better than I
the
thought.
gentleman.
He's very good, isn't he?
It's the second edition. So it's a list. It's like Burke's Peerage for the French. So they can look in there and see if their neighbours are worth talking to. Did you say it's 1650?
Yes,
I'm not very good at Roman
Yeah, well,
numerals.
I can't speak French, but I can do Roman numerals.
Yeah.
So the first edition was in 1649. Second edition, or whatever edition this is 1654. So it's all the posh families of France at that time. So, Nick, who would buy the book? Who would want to own that book in 1650?
All the other posh families.
Exactly.
To see if they're in it. Yeah.
Exactly. And if you made it into that book, you really were somebody in
Well,
society.
you thought you were, yes.
Well, yeah.
Certainly. Yeah. Yeah.
But isn't that fascinating?
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah, and I mean, it's quite unusual. I've never seen one like that before.
No.
But and it's also quite interesting from social history point of view as well.
It's remarkably light.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
I did, because Burke's Peerage weighs a ton, doesn't it?
Does it?
Yes.
Does it? Well, you know more about that than I.
Yeah.
This, I'm assuming, is the original binding.
Yes, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the wear and tear that you'd expect, hasn't it?
It's got a little nick there, a little tiny rip there.
Yes, I suppose that's
okay.
where they've just got it off the shelf. Isn't it?
Yes. What a kind of atmospheric thing.
It's nice, and you can feel, it sort of feels, you can get some sense of it's been used and looked at and things.
It has, and it would have been so looked at
Yes.
in 1654.
If
Going
I'd
through
been-
to see if am I listed? David Harper, where is he? He's not
If
in.
I'd been the French nobility, I'd have been through it.
And of course, 1654. When was the French Revolution?
1789, yes.
89,
So the
so-
rather smaller version of it in 1790.
Basic.
Yeah.
I mean, that probably would have been banned in France.
Oh, I would have
genuinely,
thought. I would have thought so. Yes.
During the
Or
Revolution.
burnt or something. Yes.
which
Yeah.
is possibly how it ended up in Britain.
Yes.
We think a couple of hundred years ago, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice that they've had it all that time.
It's amazing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So, auction value.
80, 120. Is that what you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
1 to 150.
1 to
80.
150, possibly.
You know,
yeah.
I think,
It's anybody's guess, but it's quite an interesting book.
yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And I think it will find its market.
Yes.
And it'll be interesting to see how much it sells for. So, shall we do that?
Yes, and for that age, it's not in bad condition.
Well, and do you know what? For that age, it's not bad money, is it? If
No,
you just
it
want to
isn't,
own
no.
something that's
Yeah.
several hundreds of years
Yeah,
old.
and that is interesting. Yeah.
It is very interesting. Nick, wonderful. We'll consign that.
Okay.
And we'll see how it does. Thanks a lot.
Thanks very much. I'll do the receipt.